Good morning to all. My topic is models and inhibitors of DNA replication. We have already discussed on DNA replication, the mechanism of DNA replication, and DNA replication present in prokaryotes and eukaryotes, the significance, etc. Now, in this section, we are going to deal with models and inhibitors of DNA replication. So, DNA replication is the basis of biological inheritance in all living beings. The process gives rise to two identical replicas of original DNA molecule. Replication begins at specific locations in the genome, and the unwinding of DNA occurs with the help of the enzyme helicase. The new strand synthesis takes place in the 5-3' direction with the help of the enzyme DNA polymerase. The synthesis of new strands is bidirectional. One of the strand is known as the leading strand, and the other one is known as lagging strand. DNA replication involves three mechanisms, that is initiation, elongation, and termination. We have already discussed on the three mechanisms in detail. So here I am going to give you only few points. Initiation. DNA synthesis is initiated at particular points within the DNA strand known as origins, which are specific coding regions. Then same DNA helicase, which unwinds the double helix and exposes each of the two strands so that they can be used as a template for replication. DNA primase is another enzyme that is important in DNA replication. It synthesizes a small RNA primer which acts as a quick starter for DNA polymerase. The second stage is the elongation. Once the DNA polymerase has attached to the original unzipped two strands of DNA, it is able to start synthesizing new DNA to match the templates. The final stage is the termination. Termination is the process of expanding the new DNA strands continues until there is either no more DNA template left to replicate or two replication port meet and subsequently terminate. So these are the major steps present in the DNA replication. Now we can move on to the topic, that is models of DNA replication. The different models of DNA replications are the rolling circle model, D-loop model, and theta model. So first one it is the rolling circle model. Rolling circle replication is a process of unidirectional nucleic acid replication that can rapidly synthesize multiple copies of circular molecules of DNA or RNA, such as plasmid, the genomes of bacteriophages, and the circular RNA genome of viruses. Some eukaryotic viruses also replicate their DNA or RNA via the rolling circle mechanism. So, rolling circle DNA replication is initiated by an initiator protein encoded by the plasmid or bacteriophage DNA, which makes one strand of the double-stranded circular DNA molecule at a site called DSO, that is, double-strand origin. The initiator protein remains bound to the 5' phosphate end of the nickel strand, and the free 3' hydroxyl end is released to serve as a primer for DNA synthesis by DNA polymerase 3. Using the unnicked strand as a template, replication proceeds around the circular DNA molecule, displacing the nicked strand as a single-stranded DNA. Displacement of the nicked strand is carried out by the host encoded helicase called PCRA, which stands for plasmid copy reduced, in the presence of the plasmid replication initiating protein. So this is the first model, that is rolling circle model. Second one is the D-loop replication. D-loop replication is the process by which circular DNA like chloroplast and mitochondria replicate their genetic material. So the D-loop model, in many organisms, one strand of DNA in the plasmid comprises heavier nucleotide, that is mainly purines, adenine and guanine. And this strand is called heavy strand or H strand. And the light strand or L strand comprises lighter nucleotides, that is pyrimidines, thymine and cytosine. So there is a two strands. One is heavy strand or H strand and light strand or the L strand. Heavy strand comprises purines and lighter strand comprises the pyrimidines. Replications begin with the replication of the heavy strand starting at the D loop. It is also known as the control region. D loop is a short portion in circular DNA that has 3 strands instead of 2. The middle strand, which is complementary to the light strand, displaces the heavy strand and forms a displacement loop. Circular DNA is stable with this small d loop and can remain in this formation, but the middle strand or the displacement strand is replaced frequently due to its short half-life and is very energetically expensive to the cell. So this is the diagrammatic representation of D loop replication. So the first one is the supercoiled circular mitochondrial DNA. It have 3 strands, that is a outer heavy strand, inner there is a light strand, and there is a new heavy strand is also initiates its elongation. In the fourth picture, we can see that the light strand also initiates its elongation and the structure which resembles the letter D, hence it is known as D loop replication. Finally, the replication complete and we get 2 circular mitochondrial DNA. So this is the D loop replication. Next, on the third, it is the theta model of DNA replication. In the theta structure or a theta structure, it is an intermediate structure formed during the replication of circular DNA molecule. 2 replication ports can proceed independently around the DNA ring and when viewed from above, structure resembles the letter theta. Hence, this model is known as theta model of DNA replication. It was originally discovered by John Ahrens, related to the understanding that bidirectional DNA replication would take place. So in theta replication, double-stranded DNA begins to unwind at the replication origin, producing single-stranded nucleotide strands that then serve as templates on which new DNA can be synthesized. The unwinding of the double helix generates a loop termed a replication bubble. Unwinding may be at one or both end of the bubble, making it progressively larger. DNA replication on both of the template strands is simultaneous with the unwinding. The point of unwinding, where the 2 single nucleotide strands separate from the double-strand DNA helix, is called a replication fork. If there are 2 replication forks, one at each end of the replication bubble, the fork proceeds outward in both directions in a process called bidirectional replication, simultaneously unwinding and replicating the DNA until they eventually meet. So this is the representation of the theta model. Here we can see there is a lagging strand and a leading strand. This resembles the letter theta, hence it is known as theta model. So this is the replication fork. It consists of an old strands and the newly formed strands. So this is the theta model of DNA replication. So we have discussed on 3 models of DNA replication, that is rolling circle model, D loop model and theta model. Now next topic is the inhibitors of DNA replication. A nucleic acid inhibitor is a type of antibacterial that acts by inhibiting the production of nucleic acid. There are 2 classes of inhibitors, that is DNA inhibitors and RNA inhibitors. DNA inhibitors which inhibit the DNA production, RNA inhibitors which inhibit the production of RNA. DNA replication inhibitors are commonly used as anti-cancer and antiviral agents. Drugs inhibit DNA synthesis by 2 mechanisms that are generally associated are the direct interference with the molecules required for DNA polymerization. Second one is the checkpoint response. So first DNA inhibitor, it is the methotrexate. Methotrexate, formerly known as amitriptyline, is a chemotherapy agent and immune system suppressant. It is used to treat cancer, autoimmune diseases, ectopic pregnancy, and for medical abortion. It was first made in 1947 initially used to treat cancer, it was less toxic than the current treatment. It is on the World Health Organization's list of essential medicine, the safest and most effective medicine needed in a health system. Methotrexate is available as a generic medication. In 2017, it was the 117th most commonly prescribed medications in the United States, with more than 6 million prescriptions. Methotrexate is an anti-metabolite of the antifolate type. It is thought to affect cancer and rheumatoid arthritis by two different pathways. For cancer, methotrexate competitively inhibits dihydrofolate reductase, that is DHFR. Methotrexate therefore inhibits the synthesis of DNA, RNA, thymidines, and proteins. For the treatment of rheumatoid arthritis, inhibition of DHFR is not thought to be the main mechanism, but rather multiple mechanisms appear to be involved, including the inhibition of enzymes involving purine metabolism. Then next category is the fluorodeoxyuridylate. Fluorodeoxyuridylate, also known as FDUMP, 5-fluoro-2-deoxyuridylate or 5-fluoro-2-deoxyuridine, 5-monophosphate sodium salt. FDUMP is act as a suicide inhibitor of thymidylate synthetase or TS. By inhibiting the deoxynucleotide biosynthesis, to stop the rapidly proliferation of fast-growing death cancer tumors, and it is therefore widely used as a cancer treatment. The fluorouracil molecule performs as a substrate during part of the catalytic cycle, and it is only during the synthesis of thymine from uridine when it is combined with other molecules to form 5-FDUMP to produce an irreversible inhibition of thymidylate synthase functions. This inhibition leads to an imbalance of nucleotide group, stopping the DNA synthesis. So, these are the major two types of DNA inhibitors. One it is methotrexate. Second category is fluorodeoxyuridylate. So, in this section, we have discussed on the models and inhibitors of DNA replication. Rolling circle model, D-loop model, and theta model are the major models of DNA replication, and methotrexate and fluorodeoxyuridylate are the inhibitors of DNA replication. So, thank you.